between these two programs. That tip is going to go out of bounds, and it will belong to Indian Hills Community College. Costello, Casey, Walters, Intizami, and Fall. To start it for Indian Hills, Will Casey was a spotlight on the JUCO Jam this week. Called him like a powdered keg. That's how explosive he can be when he goes into the lane. That goes into Will, who's at the high post. Texans have come out in a man-to-man. They take it away. Turnover on the Warriors, and the Texans turn it over right back. So both teams' opening possession doesn't go the way they'd hoped. Good news for the Warriors tonight. We expect to see the return of Amonte Allen Johnson. Suffered that ankle injury in Twin Falls, and this should be his return to the lineup tonight. Three-pointer from Costello. Yes, sir! A Morgan's Corner three-pointer from Mason Costello, who shoots at 41% from three-point land. Costello had a big night the other night with 22 against Dakota County Tech. Comes out and makes his first three-pointer tonight. All the way to the hoop, but no good. Now the loose ball is into the hands of the Texans. Up and under, a piece of that for the Warriors is Intizami. He's got it. He's being hounded. He needs a friend, and he finds Trenton Walters. Walters through traffic. Now he will stop and float and got it. Trenton Walters knocks it down. And the Warriors take a 5-0 lead to start. Good crowd watching tonight. We expect it to grow throughout the night. And when we get a chance, we'll do some shouting out for you. Three-pointer. Nope. Thought about it, didn't do it. Now a three-pointer coming there is on the money for I.J. Azuma. He had only shot 5 3-pointers coming into tonight. He was 2 of 5, so now he goes to 3 and 6 and takes his percentage up to 50%. Walters knocked loose, and the Texans come out of there on the move. To the hoop, and good, and we are all squared at 5. That was Devontae Cobbs. And just like that, the ball game is tied. The Texans, again, preseason number 1. Then they fell out of the rankings. And yes, sir, a Morgan's Corner three-pointer for Abdullah Fall. They're still not in the rankings, but they're getting votes. They've won 4 in a row. And they are right there on the precipice of getting themselves back in to the rankings. And this is a team that if they get healthy, put things together, could be as good as anybody by the end of the year. That's for sure. They are certainly a force. Nice spin move there. And a basket and a foul. Our first foul of the ball game. As Zuma puts it in. Young man out of Beaumont, Texas. And we have a rules infraction. That's going to go against Jamal Intizami. That is his first. And the first team foul on the Warriors, first foul of the ball game. Azuma 64.5% on the year from the line. He's shot several free throws. He's been to the line 31 times. Hey, Barb Lindemeyer tuned in. Welcome in, Barb. Austin Forbes, Nancy Ritter-Damerville, Jeff and I are watching. Kim Conklin, Garner, go Warriors. Noelle Gordon tuned in. Angie Ham, they're watching in Mountain Home, Arkansas tonight from the corner. And that one caught a tailwind. Alan Lana Rice tuned in. Dwayne Cook tuned in. And we have, I believe, an offensive foul coming here. That's going to go against number 15, Azuma. That is his first team foul. Lisa Van Claiborne tuned in tonight. Welcome in, everybody. Love to see your comments. Walters to Abdullah, to the corner, to Costello. He thought about it. Instead, he's going to swing it around. Casey trying to get into the lane. Knocked loose, but Will got it back. Shot clock's at 6. Walters is going to have to put one up. And no good, and didn't get ironed, so that'll go out of bounds. And with 16:39 left to go in the half, it'll be South Plains basketball. Indian Hills with an 8-7 lead. Frank Phillips will be our opponent tomorrow at noon. We got 2 tough ones. Frank Phillips ranked 18th in the country. You've got just 1 loss on the year so far, and they picked up a win 67-58 over Hill College in the first game of this Texans Classic. earlier today or earlier tonight. That was a 5:30 start. Up underneath. Too easy there. Good find and a lay-in for Tavaj Cope. Trina Walters, let's get it, Warriors. Turn on number 5, Trenton, and the entire Warrior team. Abdullah Fall. No good. And here come the Texans with a 1-point lead at 9-8. Hanging in the air and a whistle coming here. That is going to go against maybe Will. It's hard to tell these guys who they're calling it on. Number 2. No, Jamal Intizami. Okay. That is 2 on Jamal, and he will likely have to come out. Vlad set to check in, as is Caden Nation and Tayshawn Bridges. Phil Griffith, let's go, fellas. Great job as usual, Russ and the crew. Thanks, Pastor Phil. We appreciate that very much. Stan Roop tuned in. That one is on the money for Devontae Cobbs. He's got 3 points in the ball game now. Chris Shondell tuned in. Kate Lettering on our high definition camera, provided by Dr. Mark Altfellish at the Optical Shop in downtown Ottumwa. Titus Lettering producing and directing. And I'm Russ W. Oker on the mic tonight. 3-point lead now for the Texans with 15:53 to go in the opening half. Amonte Allen Johnson. Good to see Amonte back in action. Caden Nation. That one is off the mark. This is one of those shooting backdrops that you're not always used to. The Hellier Center, obviously the hoop's not up against a wall. It's going to be a traveling violation and a turnover. But not quite as open behind. There's a little bit behind the hoop. This is wide open, arena style. So your shooting backdrop is considerably different than what guys may be used to. Bob and John and Gail are tuned in. Let's go Warriors. Landry, Nettie, Trinette, let's go Warriors. Turnover on Indian Hills. Number 4 is Caleb Blackwell out of Atlanta, Georgia. Kicks it out, 3-pointer coming. And that is going to be a basket and a foul. 3-pointer is good by Jalen Ricks. Foul is on Allen Johnson. That is his first as he got into the body of Ricks. Linda DeVault is tuned in. Nick Nielsen, Lancaster, South Carolina. Go Warriors. Great JUCO matchup. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate it. And that one's good. 7-point Texans lead. Warriors got out to a 5-0 start, but we've been cold of late. A 1-3-1 zone here, I think. Allen Johnson traveled. He wanted the bump, didn't get it. And this is our first timeout, our media timeout. And Lubbock was canceled, and Jessie took tremendous care of us. She's been great to work with, and we appreciate her. So, Jessie, thanks for tuning in. And thanks for taking great care of us and our squad, our team. 3-pointer coming here is on the money, and it looks like Jalen Ricks came to play tonight. He averages 13.8 a ball game. He shoots at 37.4% from three-point land. He is their leading three-point attempt man. There's a foul, and the Warriors are going to go to the line. We're down 18-8. Coming into the game, Ricks had attempted 91 three-pointers, so you better know where he's at. He's not afraid to shoot it. Kim Drake Walker tuned in. Dakota Kisling tuned in. Vlad Simerich goes to the free throw line where he is 57.1% on the year, 8 of 14. Vlad out of the Ukraine. And that one wouldn't go. Warriors are cold right now. Casey checks back in for Indian Hills. So we've got Tayshawn Bridges, Costello, Casey, Allen Johnson, and Simmerich on the floor right now. And Vlad misses both. We cannot find a point. We've been stuck on 8 for way too long. Blackwell's going to give it up to Cope. Now they dump it down inside. And a blocking foul coming on the Warriors. That's going to go against Amonte Allen Johnson. And that is going to be the second on Allen Johnson. And Quentin Perkins and Trenton Walters set to check in. We got off to a good start, but we've gone stale of late. We're going to need to find some energy. Dieter Malang, a 75% free throw shooter, 6 of 8 on the year, has a couple here. That one clangs off the iron, no good. And Amonte Allen Johnson will have a seat, as will Vlad and Costello. And Dashagas will come onto the floor with Walters and Perkins. Coach, I think, looking for a little spark here, a little defensive energy. That one is good for Malang. (19-8) in favor of the Texans. Will Casey. No good. We knocked down some three-pointers early, Costello and then Fall. But the Warriors have gone cold. Knock loose. Out of bounds, stays with the Texans. 13:47 to go. Brian Stewart, they want to know what Titus ate in Levelland. We haven't yet, actually, in Levelland. We're going to try to find something after the game. It's not going to be easy to do, but we have a few ideas. Off the mark, we got some great recommendations from Jesse. And the team, as we go inside, Dashagas, he's going to go to the free throw line. The team has eaten at the Something Different Grill twice, and Coach Dewey was like, all thumbs up on that. Hills has gone cold. We cannot buy a bucket or a free throw right now. Inside, and an easy bucket there, and it's going to be timeout Coach Dewey. He's not going to be very happy with the way his team. 13:16 left to go in the opening half of basketball. 21-8 Texans. Indian Hills have been stuck on 8 now for way too long. Bridges, Walters, Casey, Dashagas, and Perkins on the floor. I'm going to call a travel, and I don't know. That's a tough one. We'll watch on the replay. If you move your hips all too often, the officials want to call that. I don't know about that. But he was right there, so that back foot might have come up too quick. And the official says, that's not going to work for me. So that's the 4th turnover of the ball game on the Warriors. Oh, and a touch foul there on Walters. Doggone it. That'll be on Trenton. That'll be the 5th team foul on the Warriors. Coach Dewey, I don't think, was too pleased with that one. Schlaban got to have faith. Hanks, let's go Warriors. Come on. You guys got this. So we got some work to do. Hey, Sadie Cook tuned in tonight as well. Travel. That's the 4th turnover on the Texans. All right, we got to find a spark here. We were up 5-0 at one point. Walters to Bridges. Bridges crossed the way to Will Casey. Casey trying to get to the hoop. Turns, floats it, got it, Will Casey. Looks like they're like in a 1-3-1 zone is what it looks like to me at this point. And we've been good against the zone at times this year and not so good. Texans almost turned it over there, but we're able to get it back now to the hoop. And finishing is Caleb Blackwell. Good take to the hoop there for Blackwell. 23-10. It's a 13-point lead again for the Texans. 11:38 to go, opening half. Perkins to Will Casey. Casey now into the lane, and there's the foul. Will Casey, a 57.4% free throw shooter. That foul's going to go against Tavaj Cope. Will has been to the line 61 times this year. There we go. Good job, Will Casey, putting that one in. Costello comes in for the Warriors. Devontae Cobbs comes back in for the Texans. Costello averages 16.8 minutes a game for Indian Hills. Young man out of Waukee, Iowa. Will Casey got them both. He's got 4 points in the ball game now, and it's a 23-12 game. We need a little run here, a little spark. Barb Lindenmeyer, I agree. Find your groove, guys. This three-pointer is off the back of the iron. Rebound Costello to Bridges. Bridges to Walters. Off the iron, no good. Fight for it. Casey has it. Knocked loose. Still battling it out of there with it. Come the Texans. We kind of got in our own way a little bit in there. Shot here is on the money, and that is a three-pointer from Blackwell. Well, you know the Texans are all about this one. Trying to get themselves back in the rankings. Preseason number 1, Costello. Off the iron, no good. Casey's got it this time. Kicks it back out. Walters thought about it. Now into the lane. Bridges. That is too strong. Out of bounds, and it is Texans basketball. Jalen Ricks coming back in for the Texans. Abdoulaye Fall back in for the Warriors. Craig Ford's the official automobile dealer of Go Hills TV and the Iowa Media Network. Check them out online at gocraig.com. Located on Highway 92 in Oskaloosa. Craig Ford won't be beat on price. Craig Ford, proud to support Indian Hills Community College. Pulling up from about 12. Wouldn't go, tip. Ball on the floor, Texans, and they're going to come away with an easy bucket. Azuma now has 7 in the ball game, and it is a 16-point Texans lead. Not the first half we wanted to see. We have really struggled against this zone. That's out of bounds, and that is Texans basketball. We got immediate timeout. Well, the Warriors find themselves trailing by 16 to the Texans of South Plains. 6 national championships between the two schools. Indian Hills 97, 98, 99. And the Texans, as that one rattled, wouldn't go, but they get the loose ball. Out of bounds. All right, we catch a break there. The Texans 2008, 2012, and 2018. In 2012, when Hank Polona was a member of that staff, he was an assistant here under the legendary Steve Green. Inside into Zami. Was it knocked loose, but a foul is called, and he'll go to the free throw line, I believe. Yeah, 2 shots coming for Jamal. Second foul of the game on Azuma, and into Zami. A 72.7% free throw shooter goes to the line. The team took off on Wednesday. Came down to Oklahoma City. We left out yesterday morning and had an adventurous day today in Lubbock, Texas. Did some fun things. We'll show you some pictures coming up later on of some of the stuff we had fun doing in Lubbock today. Jamal got them both. And it is 28-14 now. We've got to force some turnovers, get some stops, get a little rhythm going. Almost had it there, and we will have it. There you go. That'll be the, I believe, 6th turnover on the Texans. Walters, Casey, Costello, Intozami, and Fall on the floor. This is the starting 5 for the Warriors. Abdullah. Now Will to Abdullah again. He finds a crease into the lane. Hangs, blocking foul. He'll go to the line. Abdullah, 88% from the free throw line on the year, 22 of 25. Hey, Donna Beatty tuned in tonight, watching this Battle of Blue Bloods in junior college basketball. Indian Hills and the South Plains Texans, 33 national tournament appearances between these two programs. Abdullah, no good. Malang goes out for the Texans, and Gavin Shannon out of Tupelo, Mississippi, a 6'7" sophomore, comes on. And he missed them both. Abdullah just didn't look comfortable up there. 88% on the year, and unfortunately for us, missed them both. He's now 22 of 27 on the season. They miss an easy one. We get the rebound. Now that is swatted out of there by Intozami. That one is up and no good. We can't get a handle on it, though. Three-pointer coming is no good. Will Casey's got it. Knocked loose, but to Walters. Now to Will. Will steps, and what's the call? That's going to be a jump ball, and that's going to be possession Texans. Jamal's mom, Nanatorma Asasoka, watching from Berlin. Let's go Warriors. Dennis and Vicki Lawson tuned in. Abdullah Fall goes out. Caden Nation comes in. We got to find somebody to get a hot hand. We got to find an answer for this zone. 28-14, 8:18 to go in the opening half of basketball. Here in the Texas Dome. Levelland, Texas. And out of bounds, Warrior basketball. And now the Texans going to show a little bit of full court pressure. See if they look to trap somewhere. Goes to Costello. Ball back into a 1-2-2 zone, it looks like. Caden Nation to Walters. He lost the handle, but he got it back. Now to Costello. Three-pointer. Won't go, but we got a foul. So Costello will go to the line. Costello knocked down his first. Tomorrow, Costello got all three. That is a noon game tomorrow. So give you a little something to mix in with your college football games. A little Warrior basketball. 28-17 now. Loose ball, fight for it. Will Casey. And Costello's got it. Up ahead to Trenton Walters. Walters will dribble baseline, and now he'll dribble all the way under and give it to Costello. He will square up and fire. Can't get it to go. Again, somebody's got to get hot here. That's a loose ball into the hands of Intozami. Now to Costello. Costello up ahead. Caden Nation. That's got to be a goal. He grabbed the rim for, there we go. Yeah, he grabbed the rim, first of all. I thought they were going to get away with that for a second. And then obviously hit it when it was above their cylinder anyway. So a basket for Caden Nation on the goaltend. And we've got it 28-19 now. That's why you have three officials out there. Somebody will catch it. Backdoor cut and slam there for Davaj Cope. 30-19. Lead is 11 for the Texans. Caden Nation. Too strong. Up ahead for the Texans. 22 is Jalen Ricks out of Sherwood, Arkansas. And he got it. He averages 13.8 a game, and he's got 8 points in this one. Chris and Laura Conrad tuned in. Will Casey. Out of bounds. 32-19 now, the Texans lead. And Vlad Simerich set to check in, as is Abdoulaye Fall. Abdoulaye is going to come for Will. Simerich for Jamal. It's going to come into Walters to the corner. Caden Nation has a block from behind, but it's grabbed by Fall, and he puts it in. Nice follow by Abdoulaye Fall, and it is 32-21. 6:12 to go in the opening half. Number 2 is Cope. Looking to get to the hoop. Backhanded layup is good. And I've got Tavaj Cope with 6 points. Young man out of Boston, Massachusetts. That was a nice finish there. 34-21. 5:46 to go in the opening half. Abdoulaye to Walters. Back to Abdoulaye and out of the corner. Costello. That won't go. Long pass up ahead to Cope. And that's a blocking foul on Walters, and Cope will go to the free throw line. Cope is 14 of 28 on the year from the charity stripe. And on Trenton, that is his second foul. 6 team fouls on the Warriors. Got it all net. 14 of 28 from the free throw line on the year. Nation swings it to Perkins. Now we go to the corner. Abdoulaye looking to get to the hoop. Knocked loose. Abdoulaye got it back. Gets it to Bridges. 8 on the shot clock to the corner. Caden Nation. Wouldn't go. Bridges got it. Couldn't get it. Vlad. Nothing doing there. Out of bounds. Warrior basketball. 17 on the shot clock. And we've got a media timeout with 4:58 to go in the opening half. 15-point Texans lead. You're watching Go Hills TV. 8 to go in the first half. Warriors with the basketball under our own hoop, trailing by 15 here. Going to come into Bridges. Three-pointer from Bridges. Yes, sir. Much needed there for the Warriors. A Morgan's Corner three-pointer from Tayshaun Bridges. He is now 3 of 5 on the year from three-point land. So he hasn't shot a ton of three-pointers. But he got us a big one there. And that one is good for Gavin Shannon. It rolled all the way around and went in. And they answer right back. Tayshaun to the corner. Abdoulaye Fall. Baseline. Contact, no foul. Tipped out. Texans on the move. Alley-oop and slam for Tavaj Cope. Bridges. Abdoulaye. And that's going to be a foul on the way in. That foul is going to go against Jalen Ricks. That's his second and the 8th team foul. So 1-1 here for Abdoulaye. A 17-point lead for the Texans. One and one here for Abdoulaye. Got it. Abdullah. They back into the 1-and-1. Got it. So it is 41-26 now in favor of the Texans here in the Texan Dome, and that's going to be an offensive foul. It's going to go against Tavage Cope. That is his second, I believe it is. No free throws here on the team control foul. Tayshaun Bridges pulls up from the baseline and got it. Tayshaun has 5 now. And timeout taken here by Coach Sowers. It's a 30-second variety. 41-28 in favor. 41-38 in favor of the Texans with 3:32 now to go in the opening half. Perkins, Casey, Bridges, Simmerich, and Fall on the floor for Indian Hills. To the corner. Three-pointer coming is too strong. Long rebound, though, into the hands of Cobbs. Up and under wouldn't go. Tip back wouldn't go. Tip again. Out of bounds. Whose ball? Texans. All right. Well, shoot. 20 on the shot clock. Track the basketball down. Dashagas going to try to get checked in here. JV Dashagas out of Brazil. Number 4 is Blackwell, working against Perkins. That one is too strong. Grabbed by Will Casey. Casey to the corner. Abdullah Fall knocks it down, keeps it in play, goes to the hoop, and a blocking foul was basket good. So Abdullah gets a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. 41-30 now, Texans. Pleading his case is Gavin Shannon. It'll fall on deaf ears, as it usually does. And Abdullah, 2 of 4 from the free throw line tonight. Number 4 is Blackwell, working against Perkins. That one is too strong. Grabbed by Will Casey. Casey to the corner. Abdullah Fall knocks it down, keeps it in play, goes to the hoop, and a blocking foul was basket good. So Abdullah gets a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. 41-30 now, Texans. Pleading his case is Gavin Shannon. It'll fall on deaf ears, as it usually does. And Abdullah, 2 of 4 from the free throw line tonight. We'll try to finish the three-point play. He does. And it is a 10-point ball game with 2:40 to go. It'd sure be nice to be only single digits going into the second half. Taken away by Bridges. Bridges throws it in. I thought we might get a rim rocker out of that the way he jumps. Put in kind of a layover dunk, and it's 41-33. I appreciate, though, that Tayshaun, I think, more than anything, wanted to make sure he got the basket. Blackwell needs a friend. Fall away. Got it. Nice shot there by Caleb Blackwell. And a timeout taken. 43-33. And let's see, who took the timeout? Nope, I think we have it. technical foul goes against Caleb Blackwell, who just knocked down that pretty shot. Probably, I'm not going to speculate what happened. I don't know. I didn't see it. But anyway, free throw coming for Abdoulaye Fall. So I thought it was a timeout, but it was a technical. And Abdoulaye got it. This is a two-shot technical. And Abdoulaye missed the back end. Doggone it. Point of interruption should be Warrior basketball. 43-34, 2:12 to go in the first half. Perkins, Casey, Fall, Dashagas, and Bridges on the floor for the maroon and gold. Fall bounces, wouldn't go, but Bridges got it and put it in. Tayshaun Bridges in traffic, gets a rebound and puts it in. And it's 43-36. Here's a man-to-man. That is pretty much all we play. To the corner, three-pointer is too strong. Loose ball, and we got a jump ball, and that'll be Warrior basketball. $1:40 to go in the first half. Their largest lead was 16, and they now lead by 7. Too strong, a race for the ball, and out of there with it, the Texans. John Awoke out of Alexandria, Virginia. That's going to be a foul on Perkins. And 2 shots coming for the Texans. Lead is back to 9. $1:15 left to go in the first half. To the corner, Will Casey is going to fire away, and it wouldn't go. We need to stop. We certainly don't want to see them build the lead back to 14, 15 points. And that's going to be a foul up top on Tayshaun. And it's going to put him at the line. A little bit too handsy there. That is the first on Tayshaun, the 8th on the Warriors. So 1-1 coming here for John Awoke, who has not missed a free throw this year. He's 2 of 2. .6 seconds away from Hy-Vee halftime. Got it. Makes it a 12-point lead for the Texans. Excuse me, an 11-point lead. 47-36. 55 seconds to go. Bridges, baseline, kicks it across the way to Abdoulaye Fall. Too strong. We just have not been able to get on a hot streak where we knock down 3 or 4 in a row. Right now it's an 11-point lead for the Texans. Shot clock's at 16, game clock now at 29. Three-pointer coming off the mark. We got out-hustled to that one. We didn't get a body on him. Miss there, 15 seconds to go. 11-point lead, Perkins to Abdoulaye. He's going to go to the hoop. He's going to put it off the glass and in. Abdoulaye Fall makes it. 4 seconds. Blackwell up ahead. Three-pointer at the buzzer. Almost didn't go, thank goodness. So that'll make it a 47-30 College. And it'll be South Plains basketball. We will play Frank Phillips tomorrow at noon. So a quick turnaround for both teams. Here we go. Second half underway. Blackwell out of Atlanta, Georgia with it. There's that backdoor cut. And out of bounds, turnover on the Texans. I think it was tipped, but I think it was tipped into them. We can see, should have a good look on our replay tipped and then tipped back into them, I believe, is what happened. So I think the officials got it right, but the River Community Credit Union will tell you the story if you can get a good look at it. Abdoulaye Fall. Casey dumps it into Jamal. Jamal puts it in. Nice job there by Jamal Ntozami, using his body to shield off the defender. 7-point ball game. South Plains' largest lead was 17. That came with 4:12 to go. In the half, and now an offensive foul on the Texans. Barbara Quigley, Jerry and I are watching from Ottumwa. Go Warriors. That is the third foul against Jalen Ricks. That could be important because he averages 13.8 a game, and he is their leading, not percentage-wise, but when you look at the numbers, three-point-wise, he came into tonight 34 of 91 from three-point land, and he had a couple of three-pointers in the first half. By far shoots the most three-pointers of anybody on their squad. And he is a threat. Across the way, Abdoulaye dumps it down to Will. Will is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. That's going to go against Azuma, I believe, and that'll be his third. Second team foul of the half. Will had 4 points in the first half. He puts that in. He now has 5. And it is a 6-point lead for the Texans. Casey guarding Ricks. Will out of Pontoise, France. That one is short. Got it back. Put it up. And a basket and a foul. Basket's good. Foul's going to go against Will Casey. That's the first on Will. And the first on the Warriors in the second half. The basket good for Azuma. He had 7 points in the first half. That free throw's off the mark. They get the rebound, but we get lucky and they throw it away. Costello to Walters. Walters thought about it. Now goes into the lane. A little scoop-de-loop. Fancy basketball, Trenton Walters. And it's 49-43. Tammy Paris, let's go Warriors. Offensive foul. And that is the fourth foul on Azuma. And the third rules infraction of the half on the Texans. And it's a 6-point Texans lead. Walters, Casey, Costello, and Ntozami, and Fall on the floor. We got to find a hot hand. Inside, Will Casey kicks it out. Abdoulaye, and he traveled down. He's close a lot of times. I worry he's going to get that called. Kind of does a little box hop with his feet before he takes off. And that time the official said, you know what? That's too much for me. I'm going to have to call it. And a turnover on the Warriors. We had 6 turnovers in that first half, and they had 11. That's really the only category that we were better than them in that first half. We really got to do better on the glass, no doubt about that. Three-pointer coming. Wouldn't go. Fight for it. And that is not a good call. That is Jamal doing what you're taught to do on rebounding, I think, but that official's right there. That's unfortunate. I thought that was good hustle by Jamal, which we got out-hustled some in the first half, but that call's going to go against him. And we'll see on the replay. I guess you guys can decide what you think. And that's going to result in free throws coming here for the Texans. That foul goes against Abdoulaye. That is his first. Now 3 team fouls, and you give the foul on Jamal. All right. Titus took a look at the replay, and it looks like the official got it right. So there you go. So I said he's right there. So thumbs up on the call from our crew. 50-43 now. Out of bounds, Texans basketball, and that's just, from our standpoint right now, we're not getting things to fall our way. But we're still in the ball game. 50-47. Long way to go. 17:39 left in regulation. Dashagas is checked in. And trying to draw the foul there was Ricks. And good job there by the officials not to fall for that bait. Casey to Walters. Trenton will stop and go. Now needs a friend. Finds Abdullah Fall. Abdullah to Will Casey. Casey. No good. Dashagas gets the board, but they knock it out of there. Three-pointer. Front of the rim, no good. Casey's got it. Here comes Will. He's got Trenton up ahead. Trenton is going to lay it up and in. And we've got a 5-point ball game. 50-45. Texans in the lead. And what's the call here? We got a foul coming against the Warriors. That is a foul on Abdullah. That is his second. And he'll come out. Tayshaun Bridges will come in. Oh, a block by Costello, but he got too much contact for the officials' liking. But he saved the easy bucket. Bridges had 9 points in that first half. It is a 6-point lead for the Texans. Into the lane, Will Casey. He will dump it to Dashagas. Dashagas, no good. And out of there with it come the Texans. We're in the Texan Dome on the campus of South Plains College in Level Land, Texas. Three-pointer coming here is on the money for Cope. Cope I now have with 16 points. Costello off the mark. Into the hands of Bridges. Up and under. Lays it in. Tayshaun Bridges. Johnny on the spot for the Warriors there. 7-point ball game. Warriors have not led since it was 5-0. With 19:07 to go in the first half. Then they come storming back at us and have not looked back since. They have led by as many as 17. Cope gives it up to Blackwell. Blackwell, step back three. No good. Didn't hit the rim, I don't believe. But the Warriors out of there with it anyway. Casey up ahead to Costello. Costello laid it in off the pass. And it is 54-49. Taken away by the Warriors. Bridges to the corner. Costello. Short. Got his own board. Tries to get it into Dashagas. I didn't like that pass. That's going to be a foul on Dashagas. It's a little forced there, but I get it. High energy, trying to make a run at him. Perkins and Nation set to come in. The foul. Craig Ford's the official automobile dealer of Go Hills TV and the Iowa Media Network. Check him out online at gocraig.com. Blackwell, a little fadeaway. Boy, is he good at that. And it is 56-49. Bridges looking to go baseline. Now throws it to Dashagas. Dashagas got it. J.V. Dashagas with his first two of the night. It is a 5-point game. Easy bucket there from Mullane. We're having trouble cracking that 5-point mark. Across the way to Caden Nation. 1-2-2 zone for the Texans. Bridges, that is off the mark. And here come the Texans. Three-pointer, front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Dashagas gives it to Bridges. 58-51 in favor of the Texans. Perkins, no good. And I'm telling you, the shooting backdrop in here is tough to get used to. It's a tough place to come play. Bellevue University is a proud partner and supporter of Indian Hills Community College. All credits from an associate's degree will transfer to Bellevue. There are over 50 undergraduate and 30 graduate degrees online to choose from. Bellevue University. Call Jim Overturf at 641-680-5664. Three-pointer rattled, wouldn't go, and out of there with it is Nation to Bridges. Bridges going to go to the hoop, in the air, basket and a foul. Tayshaun Bridges with a strong take, got the contact, got the bucket to go, and it's now 58-53, 5-point game. This is a big free throw. That 5 points appears to be a wall that has been set. We have not been able to break, so let's see if we can do it here. It'll come after a timeout, 13:07 left. That is the fourth, and he got it. Nice job, Tayshaun. 58-54 Texans, 13:04 to go. Picked up by Blackwell. To the corner they go. Three-pointer coming here is on the money for Clarence Paya. A big three-pointer there. Monte Allen Johnson, good to see him back on the floor again. Perkins to Allen Johnson. To the lane, kicks it out. Caden Nation. Yes, sir! A Morgan's Corner three-pointer. Caden Nation knocks it down. Answers right back. 61-57. Deb Worley. Warrior Nation, sorry I'm late. Had to watch our Warrior wrestlers first. Hey, Doug Hurley tuned in as well. To the corner, an open three-pointer here is on the money for John Awoke. He's back to 7. Nation to Perkins. Bridges, Simmerich, Perkins, Allen Johnson, and Nation on the floor for the Warriors. Allen Johnson wants that high screen. Perkins to Caden Nation. No good, too strong. Texans were preseason number 1. Hit a little bit of a skid. Oh boy, knocked down way out there by Paya. Lost 3 in a row, but it now won 4 in a row since. Athletically, 2 of the best teams in the country, no doubt about it. Bridges. Yes, sir. Morgan's Corner three-pointer for Tayshaun Bridges. And he's having a huge night now for the Warriors. He's got 17. 7-point game. All the way to the basket, knocked loose. Blackwell wanted the foul, didn't get it. Dashagas comes in for Simmerich. Dashagas, Perkins, Nation, Bridges, and Allen Johnson on the floor for Indian Hills right now. We got to watch the inbounds here. They've had a couple of pretty easy looks off of it. That's 5. Warrior basketball. Nice job there by Indian Hills. Seventeen turnovers now on the Texans. Caden Nation thought about it. Now goes to Allen Johnson. Allen Johnson, Bridges. Bridges will scoop to loop. Basket and a foul. What a play by Tayshaun Bridges. That's as pretty a basketball as you're going to see right there. If I didn't know better, I'd say that young man can fly. He held in the air way longer than you should be able to. And then puts enough spin on the ball to get it into the basket from an odd angle off the glass and draws the foul. 67-62. That one is too strong, and out of there with it come the Texans. Foul there on Perkins, and a 1-and-1 coming for John Awoke. Quentin Perkins out of Dallas, Texas. 6'1", redshirt freshman for the Warriors. One and one for John Awoke. Norris Asphalt, proud to support Indian Hills Community College, as is Heinemann Person Heating and Cooling. No good. Missed the front end of the 1-and-1, and the Warriors come out of there with it. Up ahead. Amante Allen Johnson leaves it for Dashagas, and he missed it. Boy, I thought he might just jump up and slam that one. Knocked loose by Allen Johnson. To the hoop. Puts it up and got it. 67-64, three-point ball game. And a whistle and a foul. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor. Foul's going to go against Perkins. That is his second rules infraction of the ball game. 3-point Warrior lead. Free throws coming for the Texans after the break. 9:49 to go. You're watching Go Hills TV, powered by JBS.
Hey, this is Dr. Mark Altfillish at the Optical Shop, and you're watching Go Hills TV. Go Warriors.
Heinemann Person Heating and Air Conditioning is a full-service sales and installation contractor in Ottumwa, Iowa that serves southeast Iowa. Since 1986, we've offered the highest quality HVAC service at affordable prices. We work with traditional HVAC, forced air, central air, heat pumps, geothermal, and radiant heat. We stand behind our work and have the capacity to provide excellent service. We do repairs on most brands and are the exclusive Amana dealer in the area. We also work with residential and commercial customers to keep their systems working efficiently, saving our clients money in the long run. Call Heinemann Person today, proud to be a 10-year recipient of the Ottumwa Courier Best of Southern Iowa Award.
This is Jason Sturzma at Shotgun Sports for Indian Hills, and you're watching Go Hills TV.
Three-point ball game, Texans in the lead. I want to say thanks again to Coach Steve Green, who joined us on our Hy-Vee halftime. And he gave a shout out to Marlene Sprouse, former president of Indian Hills Community College. And I know Marlene and her husband Steve pay close attention to what's going on. They may be tuned in tonight. So if they are, shout out to Marlene and Steve. And we certainly appreciate Marlene and her time at Indian Hills Community College. Blackwell's an 86.5% free throw shooter, and he got that one. And he got them both. Coach Hayden Sowers for the Texans in his third season has a heck of a ball club here. Nation thought about it. Now Bridges will go into the lane, leaves it for Dashagas, and he's going to go to the line. Five-point lead for the Texans. And that foul went against Clarence Paya. That is his second rules infraction of the ball game and the sixth of the half on the Texans, which means both teams will now be in the bonus the rest of the way with 9:34 to go. And JV got that one. And they will check back in I.J. Azuma, who will now be playing with 4 fouls. Azuma is a big young man. He is 6'8", a sophomore out of Beaumont, Texas. He's thick. Chagas missed that one. Azuma gets the board. We've got a 4-point ball game. Warriors play tomorrow, 12 o'clock against Frank Phillips. And we've got the Classic next week in the Financial Partners Classic. 3 games, final 3 games before the break. Knocking down that three-pointer was Clarence Paya. Clarence Paya has hit 3 3-pointers this game. He was 9 of 40 on the year coming in. Alan Johnson wouldn't go. The Chagas keeps it alive. Bridges got it. Bridges to the hoop. How about that? Basket and a foul. Tayshaun Bridges. And that might be against Azuma, and if it is, his night is over. I believe it is. So he just, one of those nights, sometimes you're just always in the wrong place at the wrong time, and that might have been the case for Azuma. That'll be his 5th foul, and he will check out. And Tayshaun Bridges, I'm a night young man. And that was just pretty. Held the ball out like almost like a Statue of Liberty play in basketball. We've heard of that in football. That beautiful Statue of Liberty that Boise State, we all recall, ran whatever year that was against Oklahoma, and I think in the Orange Bowl maybe. That was the basketball version of a Statue of Liberty play for Tayshaun Bridges. It is a 5-point ball game. No good. Grabbed out of there, though, by John Awoke. Robert Dyer. Go Hills, let's finish strong and beat South Plains. It would be a phenomenal road win, but it's going to be a tall order. Up and under, Blackwell. Put it in. Alan Johnson. 7-point game again. Across the way to Caden Nation. Nation to Monte Allen Johnson. Bridges, shot clock at 12. The Chagas in the lane. And a foul coming, and it's going to be a 1-and-1 here for Bridges. Well, there's a potential for a lot of free throws coming down the home stretch. And this game could come down to who's more successful at the line. Caden Nation goes out. Will Casey comes in. No good. The Chagas tipped it. We're going to go down here, unfortunately, and shoot. So who do we get? JV Chagas is called for the foul. That's his second. Now we have 1-and-1 coming down here. Kent Moreland, yes, get busy with the next game. Too strong. Grab by Abdullah Fall. The lead stays at 7. Up ahead to Monte Allen Johnson. Abdullah spins, ducks under, and he'll go to the line. It is hard to guard really good athletes, and I think that's one of the reasons you see the fouls we've seen here tonight. Wouldn't go. That was that was coming to this point in the ball game, I should say. Abdullah got a vote, or got the second one. Excuse me, got 1 of 2. 74-68, 7:40 to go. Pulling up, and DeShagas might have got a piece of that. Alan Johnson surveying the floor. Now goes behind the back. Now floats, puts it in. Basket and a foul. Monte Allen Johnson with a strong. And Alan Johnson. Too strong. Casey tips it, but into the hands of the Texans. Free throws might haunt us late. Again, this is a different type of shooting backdrop than we're used to. Depth perception can be tricky when you're not used to it. This guy, Cope, has been a real problem for us tonight. He averages 9.4 a game, and he's well over that. It's 16 at the last break. Abdullah Fall, Will Casey. No good. The Chagas tip, no good. Loose ball, and out of there with it come the Texans. And to the bucket, no good. Out of bounds, Warrior basketball. We also control the possession arrow right now. 6:41 to go. 4-point Texans lead. 2 of the blue bloods of junior college basketball. 6 national titles between the 2 programs. Abdullah Fall to Alan Johnson. Costello. Rattled, wouldn't go. Casey tipped it. Loose ball. Casey's still fighting for it, but they'll come out of there with it. And with 6:21 to go, it is a 74-70 ball game, and Coach Sowers wants to talk about things. You're watching Go Hills TV, powered by JBS. Nine fouls on Indian Hills, 10 on South Plains. Double bonus for both teams right now. Yeah, Tony Walters, how many times I have to say it, free throws make or break a game. I think they're going to have a lot to say with who wins this game. And that's not a good foul there on Amante. Unfortunately, just couldn't get around his guy, and that's going to send Caleb Blackwell, an 86.5% free throw shooter, to the free throw line. He is not the Texan working facility here. We are courtside, got a great look at things, good internet to work with, and the hospitality's been phenomenal. Shot clock at 18. Abdullah Fall. Yes, sir. A Morgan's Corner three-pointer for Abdullah, and a much-needed one for the Warriors. Three-point ball game. 5:54 to go. Three-pointer off the mark. Foul coming, and I think it's going to be, unfortunately, it looks like against the Warriors. Will Casey. That one goes. Four-point lead for the Texans. We have not led since 1907 to go in a game where we led by 5. We got out to a 5-0 start. Costello into Abdullah. He spins. Abdullah got it. Nice find by Mason Costello, and Abdullah got himself an easy bucket. And Abdullah now has 16 points in the ball game, and it is a 2-point ball game. This shot is on the money. Caleb Blackwell knocks that one down. Bridges finds a lane to the hoop, and it wouldn't stay. Casey couldn't finish. Abdullah's got it. He's in traffic. They're hounding him. He's got to get out of there. And he tiptoes the out-of-bounds line and keeps the possession alive. Boy, Will Casey coming in for the slam off the miss. Alan Johnson wants it. Yes, sir. A Morgan's Corner three-pointer for Amante Allen Johnson, and we've got a 1-point ball game. 79-78. We're in the Texan Dome here in Levelland, Texas on a Friday night with what is shaping up to be a ticker tester. They kick it out. Three-pointer is off the mark. Costello has it knocked away. Warrior basketball. A chance to take our first lead since 79-78. Yeah, we're looking like we're going to have ourselves a ticker tester, Warrior fans. So just, here we go. Pour yourself whatever you need to stay calm. Inside Abdullah. Kicks it back out, Alan Johnson. Now Bridges, 15 on the shot clock. Bridges to Abdullah, and loose ball. Fight for it, loose ball, and they come out of there with it. And we do not get a shot off to try to take the lead. And now a foul on Abdullah. Long ways from the bucket. 3:52 to go. A lot of basketball left to play. Gimping a little bit is Clarence Paya. Young man out of Beaumont, Texas. They got a couple of guys from Beaumont. Paya and Azuma. Paya, 62.5% free throw shooter on the year. Got that one all net. And the lead goes back to 2. And he got a both. Paya with 13 now. Abdullah better do something. He's been in the lane a while. Up and under. Wouldn't go. Got to the rim. Unfortunately, couldn't finish there. 81-78 Texans. Blackwell gives it up to Paya, to the corner to Ricks. Now they go down inside. Little baby hook is too strong. Grabbed by Abdullah. And he will survey the floor and give it up to Monte Allen Johnson. Allen Johnson into the lane. One-handed floater. Got it. Good take by Monte Allen Johnson. We've got a 1-point ball game. 3:02 to go here in at South Plains College in Levelland, Texas. Population of 12,600 and some change. That's going to be a foul on Monte. And again, Blackwell is just too good of a free throw shooter to put him at the line much. That's the third on him to this game already, but again, they're a little thin in a few places, so we'll see if that helps us here in the last few minutes. 3-point lead for the Texans. Into Abdullah. He gets this guy in the air, now puts it up and in. Coach Dewey wanted the foul. 1-point ball game, 2:36 to go. Now we dip under 2.5. Indian Hills has not led since the first half with 19:07 to go. Offensive foul here, and if that is on Ricks, that would be his night concluding. That would be his fifth, and I believe it is. Titus's mom, Marty Lutching. Mom's watching, and she liked the picks. Fun times mixed with work, you betcha. Thanks, Marty. We had a good time today. So Ricks will foul out of the ball game. He's the second to foul out on the Texans. I.J. Azuma also had too many rules infractions. 2:23 to go in the ball game. Indian Hills trails by 1 to the Texans. Haven't led since 1907, left in the first half, so that's been a long time. Bridges puts it up. Wouldn't go. We just can't get the lead. Tayshawn's having a big night, though. 21 points for the young man out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Trenton Walters going down to check in. We haven't seen Trenton a little bit in this ballgame. Blackwell now to the hoop. Easy bucket there for Devontae Cobbs. Leads back to 3 with $1:46 to go. Allen Johnson. And I believe we have a foul. Monte Allen Johnson. Oh, boy. Warriors have the lead for the first time since 1907. Left in the first half. It's a 1-point Indian Hills lead. 86-85, $1:40 to go. And this is definitely going to be a real ticker tester. Oh, boy. And the Texas Dome in Levelland, Texas. Tipped. Loose ball. Who's got it? We do. Trenton Walters has it. Gets it to Costello. Indian Hills a 1-point lead in the basketball. Defensively, we've forced now 19 turnovers on them, and that has been the saving grace. Timeout on the floor. Left on the shot clock. Walters, Allen Johnson, Casey, Fall, and Costello on the floor. Shot clock at 8. Trenton Walters. Yes, sir! A Morgan's Corner three-pointer from the young man from Frisco, Texas. And the Warriors lead by 4 with exactly 1 minute left to go in the ball game. Timeout, Texans. You're watching Go Hills TV, powered by JBS. We're under a minute to go. Long way to the finish here for sure. Blackwell, a little stutter. And a foul. Possible appeasement foul? Possibly, I don't know. The officials have done a good job, so I'll let them do their job. But I think that might have been away from the ball. I was going to say, I didn't see much up top, but we're planning to get your blood pressure up on this Friday night, because certainly that would be the case in something like this, I would think. Two of the blue bloods of junior college basketball. 2-point Warrior lead. Trenton Walters guarded by Blackwell to Abdullah. Shot clock at 16. Abdullah nowhere to go there. Now to Will Casey. Casey to Walters. Shot clock at 9. Trenton going to go to the hoop. Hangs in the air. Basket and a foul! Trenton Walters. And the Warrior lead is back to 4, and Walters will go to the free throw line. The young man out of Frisco, Texas. Back in his home state, putting on a show here at Walters, and he'll have a free throw to try to make it a 5-point Warrior lead, and he doesn't make it. His dad's not going to be happy about that. Blackwell knocked away. Loose ball. Will Casey looking for a friend. Finds Walters. Allen Johnson. No good, but a foul. And he'll go to the line with 13.8 to go. Johnson got that one. 5-point Warrior lead. Ball comes in. Blackwell, their best free throw shooter. Fires long range 3. Front of the rim, no good. Allen Johnson's got it. Fires it out with 4 seconds to go. 3 seconds. Let him go. We foul him up top. 1.4 though. And Indian Hills looks like we're going to get out of here with a huge Hy-Vee win on the road against a very good Texans team. Granted, they're missing a couple. No doubt in my mind. That one is no good. Grabbed by Allen Johnson. And a foul. 0.1 to go. And Indian Hills is going to get out of Levelland, Texas with a huge road win over the Texans of South Plains. Hats off to Coach Hayden Sowers, though. Again, a couple of players down. But, man, oh, man, does he have a loaded squad, talent-wise. And, again, so do we. As you can see, the depth may have came into play here. Amonte Allen Johnson, 92-88 Indian Hills. At the conclusion of this, I'll have some final numbers, and then we'll wrap up and get ready for a post-game coming up with Coach Dewey. Allen Johnson got them both, 94-88, and Indian Hills is going to get out of here with a 94-88 win over the South Plains Texans. The Warriors will play tomorrow at noon against Frank Phillips, and let me tell you, that is going to be a challenge. That is the number 18th ranked team in the country. But this is why you go on the road and look for games like this. You want the challenge. There's no shame in losing a game like this. These games are to prepare you for